Okay, we're going to talk about potty training and bell training and how to connect the bells with going outside and to going potty. Hey, what's you even doing? This is my dog Marquisa. Come here. She is about 9 months old now. Sit. And she's pretty well potty trained. She doesn't know how to ring the bells to go outside though. She just knows to tell me when she wants to go outside. She hangs around the doors and shows me, hey, I want to go out. But we're going to teach her how to ring the bells and how to connect them with going out the door. This is just a door in our hallway. I'm going to use this as an example because having lighting from outside is going to mess with the camera and the light levels. So without any further ado, let's get started. So Rosie already knows a command to go touch the bells, but we're going to assume that she does not. We're going to train as if we're starting in the very basic first steps. In the first step, I like my dogs to jump at the door because even if the bells aren't there, they can still make a very audible noise and I can hear it no matter where I am in the house. Oh, you're too soon. So Rosie knows to jump up on the door. Now we're going to add a command to it. So what we're going to do is show a treat to the dog, hold it by their nose, bring them over to the door. Bells. Good. And say yes or click when their feet hit the door. Off. Good. And no rewards for getting off the door. Good job. Ready again? Bells. Good. You want to reward her for being on the door? Good. When she gets off, no rewards. Oh, that's so smart. Ready? Bells. Good. If she makes a connection with the bells and makes a noise, give her more treats, be more enthusiastic. Good job. Okay. Good job. Let's do that again. Bells. Good job. Well done. Okay. Well done. So once she understands the word to go to the bells, you can test that to see if she understands it by not having a treat in your hand and just using your hand to motion the dog. Ready? Bells? Good! There you go. And once they can get to the bells on their own without your treat in your hand luring them, then you can move on to the next step. Let's do it again. Ready, Kisa? Bells? Good job! Well done! You want them to hesitate long enough for you to reach back into your pouch to give them a treat. Okay, good job, well done. All right, so let's know the command to go to the door. Ready? Bells? Yes, right there, that's nice. Again, the better they do, the more enthusiastic your reward should be. Okay, so let's say you understand the concept of going to the door for the reward. Now you're gonna add in some distance. Ready, Kisa? Bells? Good, you're gonna start you're so cute. You're gonna start at just like a half a foot at a time, moving away from the door, and add distance as they improve and they understand what's going on. So I'm standing about 2.5 feet from the door and the bells. Let's try it again. Ready? Bells? Good! Your dog is really understanding what's going on. You can add more distance. Take another foot this way. Good. Ready? Bells? Yes! Well done! Well done! So right there, you saw Kisa hesitated a little bit. She didn't jump on, okay, as soon as I would like her to. So we're going to try to get at this distance and just do it again. Ready, Kisa? Bells? Good job! Well done! Okay. She's not aiming for the bells herself, but that's just fine. She's a much bigger dog, so it's harder for her to reach the bells because her paws go well above the doorknob. But Rosie should be just tall enough that her paws should land right about here. Good, you're so smart. And she should hit the bells with more accuracy. If she isn't hitting the bells, only say yes when she makes contact with them. So you would say, bells. If she doesn't touch the bells, ask her to do it again. Bells. Yes, if she touches the bells, then say yes and give her her treat. So she'll know, that's so smart, that she only gets a reward, only gets a good treat if she actually touches the bells. All other responses just ignore and ask her to retry them. You're not going to correct her, of course, because in learning, you want all the experience to be very positive and happy and fun. So reward the good chances and ignore the bad ones and ask the dog to do it again. If she's having a hard time understanding the concept, say you're over here doing the bells about 5 feet from the door and she's not getting it, take it back a half a foot or a foot or so and ask her to do it again. And once she understands from that distance, add in some more distance. And as you improve, you can then stand across the room and send your dog to the bells and see if you can still do it. Good job. Ready? Bells? Where is it? So you should catch it and move a step closer to the bells. Bells? There she goes. That was a very deliberate. You're so cute. You're a meerkat dog. That was a very deliberate go to the bells. You see that? So once she's doing that, you can add in more distance. If she gives you the deer in the headlights look, make it easier for her to understand. Go a bit closer to the bells and ask her to do it again. All right. So let's add in the next step. So this would be to teach the dog that the bells mean outside. So we don't start right away with potty training. We don't start right away with bells means potty. We first make the dog understand the bells mean they're going to go outside the door. And to make that connection, you want to either have a toy or a treat handy. Rosie Rosie enjoys all sorts of rewards. She enjoys treats, toys, and praise. So with her, you could use whatever you want. Marquisa is a very praise-motivated dog. She sometimes likes toys if she's in the mood for them, and I have to go playing too. And treats aren't always awesome for Kisa. So, want a toy? A toy? She says, nah, no thanks. Alright, we're gonna do the bells. Kisa, I know. So we're gonna connect the bells to the door, and for this, I forgot to mention, so whenever you change an aspect of the command, like standing on the other side of the door, you want to start over from the beginning and train it up. Whenever you start over, you're going to train that a lot faster because it's going to catch on faster. But if you just trade sides and ask her to do the bells at 5 feet, like you were able to on the other side, she won't understand what's going on. Because now her whole body is shifted. At first, you're asking her to go to her left. Now you're asking her to go to her right. Where are you going? So I want to be able to open the door. So I want Marquisa on this side of my body. Oh, off. Thank you. Bells. And see if she doesn't understand. There you go. She touches the door. I'll give her her treat. Oh, roll into the door. Let's try again. Marquisa. That's so smart. Ready? Bells? And you can right here on the wall. I want it right down the door. Bells? Ask me until she does it. Yes, there you go. I'll take the door because she's having a bit of a time understanding that. Bells? Much better, much faster. Good. Alright, so let's add in the bells when you're going to go outside. For Marquisa, let's see if I can do it this way. Bells? Much better. So Keith is better on when I'm on my left side, my right side facing the door. And there's Jules going, love you. Alright, let's do the for real this time. So, before we do it, what you want to do is have a treat or a toy ready to give your dog. Because you're not going to give a treat for ringing the bell. You're just going to have ring the bell, then quickly go outside the door and have, off. Have a 2-second party outside the door, really fun and exciting, then boring, back inside, and do it again. So let's see how that works. Ready, Kisa? So I have a handful of treats ready for her. Ready? Oh, go sneeze. Bells? Good! I'll open the door real fast. We'll go right up here. Yes, Kisa! Treats! Awesome party time! Oh, you're awesome at this! Then calmly, very boring, go back inside and do it again. We give her a second to pause. I want her to think, that was pretty cool, let's go do that again. If she isn't enthusiastic about it, or if you're not, then it will be very fun to go outside. So make going out the door extremely super fun. When we're outside, all the fun things happen, and we come back inside, it's boring time. Because what you want the dog to do is think, let's do that again. So they'll go back to the bells and then try to initiate it. Ready, Kisa? Let's get some treats ready. Bells? Good! Right outside the door. Let's go! Let's go! Party! So smart! Yeah! Good job. Let's go. Very calmly, quietly go back inside. Give her a second to pause. I want the dog to think being inside is so boring. It's like, oh, we're inside again. Dang it. So they'll want to go back outside. Kisa, ready? Bells? Yes, well done! So smart! That's a smart dog! Yes! calm and quietly go back inside. Nice. So notice, I'm standing close to the door again. I'm not going to stand over here quite yet because it's a new concept to Marquisa right now. That the bells mean go outside versus the bells mean treat. So when you add in the outside the command, going outside the door, stand really close to the door as if you're going to open it right now to go outside and ask her to ring the bells, then very quickly outside. So while I'm teaching this portion of the bells, I don't ask the dog to sit, I don't ask the dog to wait, because I want it to be very quickly bells outside versus bells sit, wait, stay, stop, adding a lot more steps until they get to go outside. So when she rings the bell, quickly take her leash, take her right outside to her potty spot, and let her go. All right, do it again. Okay, so once the dog understands that the bells mean we're gonna go outside, then you can add in some more distance. Ask her to go there from a longer distance away. So we'll go about 4 feet away. Ready? Ready? Bells! Yes! Well done! Super smart! Look you! Oh, that's a good dog! That's a good dog! Yeah! Super fun. Let's go! Good job. Okay. So those are pretty much the basics of how to teach the dog to connect bells with going outside. In order to connect bells with going potty, which is our end goal, what you're going to do is when your dog will initiate going to the bells by herself to ring and go outside the door, then she knows the concept now that bells mean you're going to go outside. It might take a few sessions for her to really catch on, but in order to encourage her to do that, when you come inside, just act super boring, totally ignore her, and just wait it out. And when she rings the bells and she does it on her own, have an enormous party. If she doesn't, just keep working at it until she will. Add in some more distance, because that'll help her to understand to go to the door by herself without you standing right there next to her. All right. Oh, you did so calm and good. You're so sweet. You're so good. Okay. So when she understands that the bells mean we're going to go outside, then you add in a potty time. And what you would do is if she initiates it and you know that she has to go potty, take her to her area first, make sure she goes, and then have your party time like you did outside the door. The happy, yeah, so good dog, treats. So you calm and quietly go back inside and do it again. Well done. So when you're first learning, have a party outside the door without the potty time, but the first for 5 times, every 1 time she goes potty outside, so that she's getting a huge amount of this puppy party. It's so fun to be outside. And that way when it's potty time, she'll still love to go outside because, hey, we still get party time outside. And as she improves with being more reliable with her bells and going out to potty, then you can slowly stop having party times and stop having practice times and just only bring her outside to go to her potty spot and then have her party. So in order to link the bells with actually going potty on her schedule, whenever it's her time to go, if you set your timer for, say, every 2 hours that she needs to go to the bathroom, at that 2-hour mark, practice 3 times with the puppy party first. Like, bells, go outside the door, party, bark back inside. Do that 3 times, and then the 4th time you go outside to her potty spot, and the 5th time do to the party. And do that whenever you need to bring her potty, whenever you know she has to go. So it'll get her on track and on a schedule, and it'll have potty time always be outside connected with the bells. Okay, let's see anything else I missed. I think that covers pretty much everything. If you have any questions about what we went over, please send me an email or a text, or what you can even do is record yourself doing it. I appreciate that the most. If you can have someone recording you doing this with your dog, and you can send it to me and I'll review it for you and let you know how well you're doing, if there's anything you can tweak to make it a bit better for her. Maybe there's an area she's not quite understanding to get maybe an outside perspective on it. So yeah, send me some videos of you working with it, and then I'll review them for you and give you my opinion of what's going on and my thoughts, what might be the issue here. So when I get my new puppy in the next few days or so, I'm picking them up on yeah, tomorrow, holy cow. I will do the timeout with other kids technique. I'll have my little brothers and sisters around. We can practice that. Until then, if you have any other questions, please let me know what's going on. Don't hesitate to let me know. I'm here for Rosie for her whole life. So if you ever have an issue or concern, just get on the phone with me, text me, send me an email, or a short little video of what's happening, and I'll try to answer you within the hour if I possibly can. So yeah, until next time, have a great day, guys.